What's up, everybody? Hello, and welcome to another edition of the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast. I am your host, the most professional wrestler, TNA star, and the Scottie Pippen of wrestling figure collecting, Brian Myers. What's up?
And I am your host, the indie god, the deathmatch king, always ready, Matt Cardona, a.k.a. the $1,000 broski, a.k.a. the Michael Jordan of wrestling figure collecting, a.k.a. my Wi-Fi is not working. So I'm on my cell phone, which means I can't use my notes. So Brian is going to steer the ship.
I'm the captain now.
Good joke. I'm also here producing the show. Smart Mark Sterling Esquire, the most famous professional wrestling lawyer. And this show is brought to you by our good friends. If you're watching, you can see it on screen. Use code MAJOR.
Got some treats from Ringside Collectibles this week. Discount
so
code
muI
MAJOR. Save yourself 10%. Ringside Collectibles. Guys.
Go ahead.
Do you know it?
I can do a couple things off memory.
All right, I'll let you go.
I've done it 280 times.
All right.
Follow us on X, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok at Major WF Pod. Every week, leave a review wherever you get your podcast, not just any review, but a major review. If you leave a review, we read it on air. You'll get a little prize ski. Brian, you want to read the review since I don't have it on me?
So how do I know who's what?
Well, one will be a review. One will be like a major PBR.
This is great. We're doing great.
I've never looked at a review in my life before.
I got it right here from Joe Sullivan. He says, from wrestling to figs to a community, the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast does it all. They are a niche all of their own, but they are the best niche out there.
What a nice thing to say, Joe. Thank you for that.
Congratulations. And guys, remember, we have all new prizes this year. So if you want a new prize, a new magnet, there's 3 new magnets this year. Just interact with us on social media. Be social with us on social media. And every single week, we give away a prize courtesy of Ringside Collectibles.
Last week's winner received the acclaimed 3-pack courtesy of Ringside Collectibles. That's exclusive. What an amazing thing. Guess what this week's prize is, guys?
What's that, Brian?
Oh, have mercy. It's the brand new Dude Love Elite Ringside Collectibles exclusive.
Now, Brian, can you read to us the winner of last week's?
The winner of last week's
It'll be just a reposted post.
I'm
trying to figure this out myself.
I don't think you sent it.
Did it send it?
I don't think so.
Reposted post.
Well, pal, I already DM'd you, so you got the prize.
All right. If you know, you know. It's a secret.
If you know. I must not have sent that graphic over.
Yeah. I was like, wait a second. I do know what a repost looks like, and I don't see it here. But anyway.
All right. MajorMarks.com. Patreon.com/MajorWebPod. The fan club, the subscription service, the community. Guys, subscribe now. There's so much cool stuff. This is February, so we have a brand new set of trading cards for the Hart Foundation and up. Is the January card shipped yet, Mark?
Shipping today or tomorrow, or actually, if you're listening on Friday, yes, it's shipped.
And
Mark, I'm a couple of cards behind, Mark.
Yeah, Tim said that because it took so long to get the Mance, because we just got the Mance, that he was going to send the Danhausen and the Mance together.
Got you. Okay, just clarifying that.
So I went to the P.O. box today, and I got there's so many people who don't know how to write their address, so we get the cards back every once in a while.
I have literally, broski, no sympathy for those people.
As I always open up those cards and see see if there's an autograph on there I can sell and whatnot. Of course, there was today. But also, there was a Mance card, which I don't even have yet.
Oh,
So you got a Mance card.
That's pretty fast to get that,
Yeah.
Well, the Mance went out last week.
But return to sender, that's fast.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
And then there was a couple return to sender of the Pogs. The ultimate gift.
Oh, no.
The ultimate gift. We have the ultimate gift. It should be shipping sometime in the next couple of weeks. It's all done. We just got to, just literally just send it to you guys. So we'll wait for it to come.
Excellent.
Sweet.
Excellent.
2 bonus podcasts this month. We just filmed one tonight. The Elimination Chamber, Survivor Series 2002. We watched it.
First ever Elimination Chamber.
First ever chamber. We did that. What was the other bonus? Oh, we did Clerks.
It's already out.
Already out. Dropped on the 1st of the month, guys. That's how ahead of our shit is knit we are.
Right. So much cool stuff. Got the Facebook group. Get the podcast early and ad free. All the bonus shows. Mark has the silver linings. I have let him breathe. Deep freedom. Figure dissecting. Captain's log. Hornswoggle was on it. And oh, baby, he's happy hour. Did you guys record yet, Mark?
Not yet for this month. I'm not.
Oh,
I
man.
forget what we decided to do.
I say, what are we going to talk about with Mr. Heath?
Well, it's been a bit since we got into his career retrospective series, so we'll probably get back to that.
I can announce this for you guys. Captain's log this month was Dylan Hornswoggle Postel, obviously. But Joe's new best friend, the TNA World Heavyweight Champion, Moose, will be on next month. So sign up now. You don't miss out on that exclusive
That's
podcast.
cool.
Yep.
I think what people don't realize is that it's designed to be a situation where you get to interview and ask questions to the guests.
It's best to be live.
And it's more like, it's not like, where did you train, Moose? Oh, okay. What was it like to win the title? It's more like, what do you collect? What toys did you play with when you were a kid? It's more like, I know Shoes and Moose were interested in talking shoes, not Captain Shoes, but shoes, because Moose has an incredible sneaker collection. So stuff like that, it's a more unique interview. And I don't have to even say, that goes without saying. I mean, freaking Captain Shoes is the interviewee, he's freaking unique.
He's driving
gentleman.
the ship.
Yeah, he's a unique individual.
He's the interviewer.
Interviewer, sorry. But anyway,
the latest interviewee, Hornswoggle, Dylan Mark Postel, he
unblocked you and everything?
No, not that. He called me at like 1:30 in the morning. Of course, I was sleeping because I'm a grown-ass man. He texted me a couple hours later saying, like, you up? And when I woke up, I said, yo, no response. It's been days. So I don't know if it was a drug dial. I don't know if he was, missing me late night. But and the last text that I sent him before that was from like December when I said, yo, let's squash this beef. And he no-sold me.
Damn.
Whoa.
Yeah.
This is out there, guys.
Well, obviously I love both of you guys. And I got to say, Dylan, you should use some of your own advice. Life's too short, and so are you. Maybe you should... Maybe you should make up with Matt.
Oh,
Jesus.
man.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I only made you so many fucking figures. Jesus Christ.
I mean, that is what it is, but.
All right. What else is going on at MajorMarks.com?
Well, a new subscriber, old subscriber.
Yeah. Oh, wow, Brian. Holy cow. Did you
driving this ship?
Were you aware, Brian, that we give away a prize to new and old subscribers? Did you know that?
I'm aware.
First time in the line, Josh, our classic superstar, James Zimbicki. James has been with us for a long time. He's an Ultimate. Yeah. He could be in there tonight. James, are you in here tonight? Ultimate
You're
member?
right. Good call. Yeah. And now it's time for follow-up, I think. Right, boys?
That's right. You guys, I did not have any wrestling bookings. I was only booked for Sonya Deville's wedding. It was a beautiful wedding. Lobster tails, pyro, espresso martinis.
Lobster tails and pyro, broski said.
James is here. He finally did it.
Oh, wow. Nice, dude. What's up?
Yeah, broski, I barely got any text from you this weekend. I forgot that you went to that wedding. That sounds great.
It was a great wedding. I also spent yesterday in the emergency room because
what?
He slammed the tip of his penis in his car door.
It was just a tip, but it was my finger, not my penis.
Oh my God. Is it fucked up?
Yeah.
Fucked up. And it was Friday night. I was just in a rush. I just tanned, slammed it shut. Instantly, it's like bleeding, but like under the nail bleeding, and it's like throbbing, like da-da, da-da, da-da. I could feel like my fucking heartbeat in my thumb. But the next day, I had to wake up for this wedding, so I fucking sucked it up for like 48 hours, and then yesterday I landed and said, that's it! I went right to the fucking emergency room. Luckily, there's like a emergency room right by my house. I walked right in. Long story short, they had to like burn holes in my nail so the blood would like ooze out, and now it feels way better.
I did this exact. No, I didn't. I don't even remember. I think I did it in a match, but I had to do the exact same thing. They had to burn a hole in my nail to relieve the pressure.
Yeah.
And the guy gave me the thing. I still have it, like the burn thing.
Oh no, they did it. They did it themselves.
But it was like a little gadget he gave me. It was weird.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So they burned 2 little holes, and then it's been oozing blood for 24 hours.
Is it still fucked up? Let's see it.
Yeah.
Let's see it.
No, I got a Band-Aid on right now. Oh. It's still oozing out blood from the the two holes. But
Damn, dude.
that was scary. Yeah.
Well, I had the best goddamn weekend ever at Toy Hee-Hoo.
Yeah, so I asked you this question today, but I didn't want to get into the details. Is it still as packed as it always is?
Maybe more than ever.
Wow, that's
Or
great.
just
I heard that
I was calculating with Rick, who runs it. I think that was my fourth.
Oh, sweet.
Pretty sure.
But he was mentioning on Twitter that people were like asking him to move venues, and he was saying it would be way more expensive and whatever the hell.
I mean,
the venue seemed totally fine to me.
The venue is like kind of perfect. It's not too small, not too big, and I
didn't think it was like overly
it's
packed.
reached that status where people drive. Like a dude flew from Puerto Rico to go there. And people drive from pretty damn far to be a part of it. And however he finds his vendors, like there's nobody there with like junk. Every single table is like eye-catching, like discussionable, like conversationable, like wild items. Like it's like so fun. So
100%
How many
agree.
do they do a year?
Three.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah.
I only did the first one with you guys. I had a great time. I remember walking. We didn't get to walk around much, but everything was like awesome stuff.
Man, Broski, every other person was asking when you're coming back, and I think you would annihilate there if you.
Well,
were
Rick. If Rick wants me, he's got to pad the lope, as our good friend Dylan Mark Pasta would say.
And I think you just
You know
do
what
what
I'm
we did, and
yeah, we didn't even get a lope. We just took.
No, I need a lope, baby.
I booked
Guarantee.
I booked my own flight, and I had my room with points, and the car was on the major pod, the Bendy's company card. So it cost me $160 to get there, and I made a lot more than that.
I don't pay for my own bookings, pal.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
aren't you the guy that bet on yourself? Isn't that part of your prove yourself? Don't worry about proving others wrong. Prove yourself right, Matt.
I was going to suggest that we do the group back again, but then maybe this time have Heath.
Yeah, I mean, truth be told, I mean, obviously I pitched you guys, but you guys had stuff, and then I pitched Swoggle, but he had something. I pitched Heath, and he had something, and then Moose was like my third choice, and I was like, ooh. I also was being
How'd Moose do?
Moose he said he wants to go to every single one. He had the best time of his life.
Because Moose like doesn't do anything like this. So
No.
he's like, what? Like fans are cool and they want to meet me?
Right, yeah, and like, yeah, and I think he got a taste of like the major pod lifestyle and the fans and how different it's just a different interaction, you know, and I don't need to preach that to the people listening, but yeah, he definitely was excited, so it was pretty awesome. And then that dude is he designed Bray's mask and a couple other things. Jason,
we've met him.
So Danhausen, that was Danhausen's first Toy Hio that he's had Jazzwares figures, so
Oh my God!
Annihilation,
Damn,
yeah,
right, killed it. Rest in peace.
I will admit, the first so you know how it is when there's the double doors when you're like in the middle.
Yep.
Yeah.
So on the right side was Kinnick set up with the big rubber guy table, and then Danhausen is the first one in the door, and then me and Moose were in the middle, and then like literally people ran to buy the big rubber guys from Kinnick and meet Danhausen, and maybe like it felt like the first 20 people were there to see Danhausen and walk right by me and Moose. Me and Moose were like, oh boy. But it was just diehards. Like it picked up like immediately. Like it was a great day, but always just so awesome. I bought a ton of shit. My bags were to the freaking brim to get home, and I sold a ton of shit, which is, you know, a good problem to have.
Yeah.
But man, it's just
vlog is coming.
It's like, and this isn't a shot, but, and they're not even doing it this year, I guess, but PowerCon was only 2 hours away from that in the same state. Like, why was this, like, what's the difference? You know, why is this so successful and so much, it's just got like a great vibe, man.
Well, I think PowerCon, when we went, I think that was year one of them branching out outside Masters of the Universe.
Right.
So I think it's going to take some time. You know?
Okay.
It was definitely run very professional. I just think.
Oh, yeah, of course. But it just wasn't the same. Yeah.
Yeah, right. I think it needs to, you know, just build up a rapport with the fans.
It's crazy, dude. And like Kinnick was pointing out a lot of it during the day. There's people like rushing in to find vendors and like buying this like grail piece, like some giant dragon Zord, and then running back to their car.
Yeah.
Like it's like if it's just a great event, man.
I love it. That's great.
It's like everything you'd want if you're a major pod fan, I would say, you know.
Oh yeah, and then Kinnick sold these British Bulldogs prototypes, and I yelled at him today.
Nah, dude, it was such a successful day for the Major Bendy's company. Like, it's just a great event.
I don't have British Bulldogs prototypes, but that fucker Mark does.
What do you want British Bulldog prototypes for?
Maybe I wanted them.
And Mark, I bestowed the weekend. I gave you the weekend off, so
Yes,
you're welcome.
thank you.
Yep.
Yeah, actually, the Super Bowl stuff was so crazy. It was like a skeleton crew at AEW. I was basically off grid this weekend. I just played games with the family. We just stayed in the house. We like made food. I love this game, Exploding Kittens. It's a card game. Iris loves it. It's just so fun. We played 1 million rounds of it. It's just like a board game type of deal. Super fun weekend, off grid, just hanging with the family. I loved it, but back to work here on Monday for Monday Mark.
Monday Mark strikes again. Broski, do you have follow-up notes? Do you want me to share those with you?
Yeah.
I mean, what I have is I remember off the top of my head that I got the Big Rubber guys. I'm not going to put over our own toy line. They're fucking fantastic. Slaughter, Janetti, Flair.
And they went up and gone at Ringside Collectibles in a matter of minutes.
Yeah,
sold out.
There was not even a social post, no advertisement. You major marks and even people who aren't major marks who collect this line found them, and they sold out in minutes. So we thank you guys so much. Those eBay prices are probably through the roof for these three right now. So we thank you guys so much. I love them. Listen, I'm not going to put over my own toy line right now, but you guys are doing it by making them sell out on Ringside in minutes with no post, no nothing, just sold out. So we thank you guys so much, and Macho and Andre should be here sooner than you think.
I mean, they got on the water before Chinese New Year, so
yeah. So we're about to get some more Big Rubber guys. That's Macho Man and the 2 Andre the Giants, and of course, this month for the rest of the month, get your 2 Hacksaw Jim Duggins, get your Magnum TA. Do not sleep on these figures. We're giving you more time than normal to pre-order them. Don't pay hundreds of dollars on eBay. Buy them from us for the cheapest price. Get them first. Magnum TA and Hacksaw Jim Duggan. So we're very pumped. And the best part is we know Hacksaw loves it. We know Magnum loves it. Yeah, I love working with guys who appreciate what we do.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's another sweet spot to it all. And then the other note here is Ultimate Match of Death.
Oh, NWA, the Ultimate Match of Death. It's the match with EC3. It was streaming last week. I know we did it about a month ago, but it's finally started streaming on the CW. So very, very toy. I wore my Magnum TA gear. I'm trying to get a figure out of it. Little diamond.
Referee Kevin Keenan, who did Fandango Championship Wrestling last weekend with me, refereed that match and said it was very, very dangerous, and he was shocked at things you guys were doing. So there's an endorsement for you guys to watch that one. Yeah.
Well, please check it out on the CW app. And I used a lot of toys in that match, but I've since sold them on Whatnot, so they're all gone.
Of course you did. All right. If that's it for follow-up, I guess, boys, it's now time for the news.
And the news is brought to you by...
no effing clue.
Pabst Blue Ribbon. Come on, Ryan.
It's not in my notes.
The Major Pod Network has partnered with our favorite adult beverage, Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Everybody needs some liquid courage to make their own weekly purchases. Scratch that figure itch and scratch that PBR itch.
If you're listening to this, you're already a major mark. Now it's time to become a major PBR mark.
Use hashtag MajorPBR and post your pictures and videos of you major marking out with some Pabst.
Pabst Blue Ribbon and the Major Pod Network, the tag team champions of the world.
Of the world.
Major PBR. Forever. All right, guys, welcome to the news. Brought to you by PBR. I hope you were drinking some PBRs all Super Bowl long.
Oh, Broski, how about that game, huh? Excitement.
What about that? Oh, shit! Oh, shit!
Did you even watch anything? You watched 1 second of it?
No. I was in the ER. I was in the ER.
Well, that's why you were able to get in and out of there. Nobody.
First of all, great
Everyone
Super
else is home watching Super Bowl. You're in the ER.
That's right. That's right. Fuck.
Great Super Bowl. I loved the Usher halftime show. It was very
Usher, I thought was
Usher.
awesome.
Oh, shit!
A lot of fun. And then I mean, the Super Bowl was pretty damn boring, but the last 8 minutes were nail biting, crazy exciting. So
Damn.
I mentioned this on Silver Linings, and I've been meaning. I wanted to tweet this a couple times, but I don't get into bullshit. But the Taylor Swift stuff, right? Like people get so mad about this for some reason, right?
Why?
I don't know, because they're like, well, but she's ruining my football. They keep showing her.
They said just her dating Travis Kelce and like attending these games and whatever. The NFL's like generated like $400 million from it.
That I saw the jersey sales, like Travis Kelce jersey sales or whatever.
Yeah.
Unbelievably, it's just worth millions. And not to mention, my daughter watched the Super Bowl last night for the first time, asking me questions.
Just hoping to catch a glimpse, right?
Rooting for the Kansas City, right? Just like she's asking me questions like, what is an offensive line? Like what is a sack? What is an interception? I'm like talking to her about football because she's interested because Taylor Swift's there. It was the coolest fucking thing.
I never heard of the football player until I heard he was in Taylor Swift.
He's one of my favorite players, too.
He's everywhere now, but I didn't know who he was.
He's like almost a 10-year vet, the best tight end in the game, and very famous. It's a very successful podcast. But yeah, I understand why people are pissy about it, but Taylor Swift's the most famous person in the world, so it's not like.
Wait, why do you understand that people are pissy about it?
Because it's like no one care. Like if you're a grizzled NFL fan and all you care about is your parlays and your fantasy team and whatever, like you don't give a shit that this pop star's there.
They show her like for half a second. Who cares?
They show her a lot. There was betting lines of how many times will they show her. And at first I was thinking, well, that's bullshit. The director can manipulate that, but really they only show her when Kelce does something. So it's like it's hinged on his performance.
And did you see the clip of her just chugging a beer? I'm pretty sure that was a PBR.
I hope to God it was a PBR. And
great segue, broski. I'm proud of you.
My almost 7-year-old daughter reenacted that at the dinner table tonight. Me and Liz just about
with a PBR.
No, but like with her freaking cup. Like we were like,
oh my God.
She's like just like Taylor did on TV. I was like,
Jesus.
Oh my God.
And me and Liz just looked at each other like in silence, like, oh boy.
Don't sell it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, every week we have a giveaway courtesy of Pass Blue Ribbon. Just use the hashtag MajorPBR. If we choose your picture or video, you'll get the prize. Brian, you're going to have to read it. Thanks for choosing this one, Brian.
This week I chose the DBP New York at the Wook's Nook. While getting my oil change, stopped in Burlington and found a Cody LJN. Wait, wrong hashtag.
No, that's right. That's right. It's right. While getting my oil change, stopped in Burlington and found Cody LJN variant on clearance for $5. Then went to GameStop next door and found Chase Moxley on clearance for $6.
That's unbelievable.
Gonna celebrate this impromptu toy run score with some hashtag Major PBR. The PBR was not on clearance.
Oh, right. What a crime.
Well,
what a crime.
Luckily, it's America's affordable beer, so I'm sure it added to your wonderful day of savings.
Might have been the same amount as that Moxley Chase.
Yeah, there we go. All right. The news. All right, broski. I was watching the Super Bowl. I was at a friend's house with the kids, several other kids running around. What happened last night?
Bro. First of all,
I was out of the loop. I missed the Retro Wars raged on.
Well, first, Mitch showed off his Dan Spivey, Waylon Mercy. Okay, he also shows off Coco Beware, British Bulldog. They all look fine. They look fine. And then he has this. Mitch is a big video guy, like a poorly edited video guy. Ooh. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to wait to see what the reveal is.
Right.
And it's Aldo Montoya, just incredible, who I'm not certain, took a bunch of fucking Kraft American cheese and made.
I saw that joke. I mean, it doesn't even look like Kraft would be too good of quality. It looks like the cheese that's on like a Big Mac.
What is that mask?
Why does he have a mustache too?
I love PJ. I love Justin. I love Aldo. But the best part is he's in this video. He said, "I just signed an exclusive deal, exclusive with Hassel Toys."
Oh man!
I think the video is up for not even 30 minutes. Right? There's also no picture of the figure attached. And then Zombie in our Facebook group drops the render of his Aldo Montoya.
And it looks awesome. It has an old
It
school.
looks awesome.
Yeah, righty clothesline. Man.
It looks great.
Of
And then,
Of course.
if that wasn't enough, he shows off Bob Sparkplug Holly, which also looks insane.
Whole thing sucked. Yeah, that's very
a
exciting.
cool thing.
Yeah, that's very exciting.
Now, let's go
Now,
back
what are the
to-
chances PJ just forgot that he signed a contract with Zombie?
Oh, 100%. And I love PJ, but that's very possible. Or he's confused by it and doesn't know what the difference is in the figures.
Let's also be realistic about a couple things, okay? I love to bury Mitch, and I love to put over Zombie, but I got to do the opposite right now. I'm going to bury Zombie, put over Mitch. PJ probably signed that contract with Zombie like 2 years ago, and it's probably not going to come out for another 2 years.
Fair point.
And Mitch will probably get this figure out in 2024.
All fair points, yeah.
You know? So I'm definitely going to get it as a placeholder until that Mitch one. I'll get the Mitch one until the Zombie one comes, because there's going to be a long time in between.
Yeah, but I can wait because I'd rather have the one epic quality one, you know? I know D Freedom could come in here and drop some knowledge, but how much Zombie stuff has been promised to It's got to be pretty epic. It's got to be like
where's my fucking 2-pack?
60 figures. It's got to be like 60 figures. Oh, shit.
Before D Freedom does this, let me also just say that Mitch showed off, which I thought was really cool, the Men on a Mission with the gold. He was able to find gold, and people have been receiving those already. This is in stock.
The only thing about that, and then a lot of people who were talking about this, and they were like pretty livid. Like, well, I already gave you fucking $75 for these shitty ones.
I see what you're saying, but he switched the gear, so it's not. He didn't just make the yellow gold.
Right.
So it's a full blown repaint.
Okay.
You know,
I see both sides, is what I'm saying.
it's a full blown repaint, and also he made King Mabel, which is in stock with the crown. So I will be getting both of these, and then probably ditching the other Men on a Mission.
Right. Does Greg Garrard have gold? I can't remember.
He does have a little gold, I believe.
So he'll match.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, thanks to sorry, Matt.
I still wish the original Mitch ones had the yellow gold, because those are the more iconic outfits in my mind than this one.
How did Mitch get this elusive gold he said didn't exist?
Well, thanks to my subscription of Just the Good Parts, we have an excerpt here.
What's up, Wolfpack? It's your boy, Hastel Toy. As you can see, I'm sporting the gold chain around my neck. And you know what that means. It's gotta be gold in my hands as well. I figured out a clever and cool way to bring you guys the long-awaited gold color that everybody was asking for. Injected in the appropriate colors for the skin and for the dominant color on the outfits. Even went ahead and made his eyebrows black as they were later on in their careers. King Nelson joins the crowd. Molded in the correct colors, injected in the correct colors. It's got more of a shine to it now. I know you guys are looking for that. The crown is obviously removable. I will say this, it's on the package, but we just ask that you use a little bit of care with the crown. Don't go too crazy squeezing it and, stuff like that, only because the metallic paint that we had to use just to get that correct look, if you mess with it too much, there's a chance that it can flake off. Hasta
Did you edit that?
Mark, could you name this episode Don't Squeeze the Crown?
It's a good one.
Don't squeeze the crown. Crown accessory is fragile. Excessive bending. I never seen anything like this in my life.
D, did you edit
Bending
that?
or squeezing?
D is not answering our question about if he
Hey,
edited
is that
that.
real or did you make that?
That came with for exclusive members of Just the Good Parts. Yeah.
What's Just the Good Parts?
Just the Good Parts. Well, they also have this one as well.
3, 2, 1!
Can you see this one coming? Cheese! Main award is on his way. He's doing an exclusive with Ashley Toys, Ramblers and Gimmicks.
Oh man.
I don't want to know what just the good parts is.
We gotta move on.
Oh man. All right, so what? How many? Mitch has. Listen. Mitch has done a good job banging out his figures. Let's give credit where credit is due. And Zombie is taking his sweet ass motherfucking time. How many figures have been promised by Zombie and have not seen the
Yeah, that was the original question, by the way.
Yeah, so we still haven't seen Steve Lombardi, still haven't seen Ultimo Dragon, still haven't seen Mikey Whipwreck, still haven't seen Sandman, still haven't seen did I say Tajiri? Yeah, Tajiri.
No.
Bad News Brown. There's so many.
Yeah.
Dude, where's Power and Glory?
Power and Glory.
He was showing up Power and Glory in the pandemic.
They're part of Series 3 along with One Man Gang, because One Man Gang was like an early preview of Series 3 according to the product description. So,
But can we mention this? Zombie, the ultimate hype man, he's been hyping up this reveal for so long, said like he had an NDA, and I was kind of worried for it. But then he dropped that fucking commercial, and he shut me the fuck up. It was an incredible commercial, and he assigned CM Punk and Larry, the dog, to Heels and Faces. I think they look great. I mean, I think Larry's a little too big, but I understand like how he'd be too small if he was to scale.
Yeah, and I'm not crazy about the Punk figure. I mean, I'm thrilled about the rollout. That was very exciting. The effort put in that and money probably put into that commercial was astronomical. Like, I mean, that's pretty amazing. But something about the figure looks a little off to me. But it's very early.
Yeah, wait and see.
You know, when I get it 3 years from now, I'm sure it'll be great. I'm not thrilled about owning a dog. I mean, I'm sure that was like a contingency in the deal with Punk, but
will you get it signed by Larry?
No, and then for all the obnoxious people that have asked me that already, I will not be getting it signed. No.
I just don't like my only beef with the figure is like it's very untoyetic with plain black kick pads.
Yeah, but he wore that a lot in AEW, so I'm sure that's what he was referencing. So
But Punk also did wear a lot of.
of course. But I also is probably spending a shit ton of money on the tattoo deco and
Well, listen, this is a big fucking deal, a big
it's
signee,
huge.
a big get. The commercial was top notch. They even hired an actor just to pour coffee. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I was blown away. It was
Blown away.
like you said, well worth him being so secretive about. I get it now, so it was very cool. Yeah.
So congrats to Zombie and
Mark, do you recognize Phil from catering?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, okay, just making sure.
I recognize Larry.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that commercial was unbelievable.
Damn, that face is pretty spot on. Wow.
Yep.
It's impressive. It's very impressive. And you got to figure, you know, he didn't have much window time to get this all done. You know, when's he gone from AEW? What month is that? October?
I don't know the timeline, but
was that after SummerSlam? I think so. Yeah.
So
after
September?
the fight was at Wembley.
Yeah, maybe it was September. Yeah, All Out is usually in September. Yeah.
Yeah, and then he debuts at Survivor Series. So you're talking about like a 6-week window, possibly. Pretty cool.
And the fact he got it done, you know, even the fact he got it this far along is impressive.
Yeah, of course.
Looks great.
Cool.
All right. Brian Pillman officially signs a WWE Legends agreement once again. We heard rumblings of this. Pretty cool. Obviously, well, his daughter posted this, so it kind of got caught. It wasn't really announced. It wasn't really announced by WWE or anything like that. But
Well, I mean, yeah, WWE never says we just signed this Legends contract,
Right.
guy. But I think it's great news for the figure collectors. I mean, we were able to get a major bendy out. I know Zombie's still working on a 6-inch, but Jesus Christ. I mean, I feel like Mattel could get a fucking
didn't he? He
elite
showed
out.
us that like at a Jimmy show like 2 years ago, right?
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Zombie, but he's fucking slower than fucking shit.
Yeah.
I think Mattel can get a Mattel Elite out before Zombie's figure.
I'm sure they will, but it's pretty. Obviously, I'm a huge Pillman fan, so it's exciting for me to see what it's been a long time. See what they can pump out, get out. I do
What
think
are your-
Zombie was making the missing one to me, and I think they're probably gonna do something similar.
We'll
right?
see. Yeah, I mean, if they're gonna do a PVC vest and stuff instead of the soft goods like the Legend Series
Yeah,
3 figure,
that Legends
That-
one.
it's definitely not going to come with the firearm. So
Oh yeah, no.
I could definitely see Mattel making like a Heart Foundation street clothes, like kind of like we did with our Major Bendy.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Even the one they did, it's Legends 3. They could really.
yeah, that one didn't have the I guess technically the correct boots. So maybe
I wouldn't hate if that was in like one of those re-released sets and
greatest hits. Greatest hits Legends.
hands, updated elbows, maybe like you said, not make the vest out of PVC.
DIJ face printing and
It could be something interesting.
Yeah.
And let's not forget,
Head
there was no Hollywood Blondes Pillman. We were all making customs.
Also very true, and that's one of the ones that survived my cuts, so it's still in there.
So we had a matching Pillman to that Austin would be fantastic.
Totally. We saw Prince Nana, Jordan Grace, and get ready when I say this, folks, listening at home, Abraham Lincoln micro brawlers this past week. God knows I've been
I got it.
the sleepless nights I've spent dreaming of this Abe Lincoln micro brawler to add to my collection. It's just,
I think it's kind of cool.
I like it. I'm gonna get it.
it's
Not
cute.
accurate though.
It's cute,
Yeah.
not for me. I wouldn't imagine that Abe Lincoln was wrestling in an Andre the Giant singlet, but whatever.
Should technically
hat.
have
I
knee
want to
high rider
know
boots.
if Ryan and the good people at Pro Tees are going to pay royalties to the family of the survivors of Abe Lincoln's lineage.
Isn't he in the public domain? Do
Yeah,
people
public
become
domain,
the
yeah.
public
He's like
domain?
Steamboat Willie. You can just do whatever you want.
Jeez.
Damn.
And what about the Danhausen, the Brawler Buddy exclusive to his Whatnot? Looks
That's pretty cool.
great.
300, I think it said.
Pretty genius idea by my man Danhausen. Just
Why didn't Danhausen get
always
a
killing it with
major
the
buddy?
merch.
I think because the AEW deal, he can't do stuff like that.
Yeah, because they had buddies, which is crazy. The things that we were doing, that they were doing, they've like given up on the buddies and the LJNs. So it's pretty obnoxious. Big Shots Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh, that's pretty sweet. That's the first time I'm seeing it. Broski, you getting that?
I will say this: probably a year or so ago, maybe it was at WrestleCon. They gave me this and said, "Don't post it. It's not official. It's not like."
Oh,
I
really?
have one, but I'm almost positive the one I have has orange trunks.
Ooh.
So I'm not quite sure, but I love the material of these. think
I
it's
love
really
it.
good,
My
really
Ric Flair
quality.
one, yeah, it's great. It's like a centerpiece in the room. It's cool, colorful.
Good quality. I still think, I'm very biased to our first Major Buddies with the nose. I feel like just make the fucking nose that sticks out.
I get
But
it. Things got to evolve, and this is about as close as we've gotten.
Yeah.
All right.
Here's a hot take.
Incredible.
Here's a hot take. Obviously, nostalgia. I prefer the original Tonka wrestling buddies, right? The style, the look, whatever. Obviously, that's my preference. But holding these, they are the superior kid's toy.
Yeah, and like the artwork's awesome. So like I don't mind that it doesn't have
Yeah.
a little nose.
They're beefy. Like if you drop an elbow, it doesn't hurt. It's like a pillow. It's awesome.
And I don't think these would like flatten out like the Tonka Buddies would over time.
Yeah, I know.
It
That's what I
would
mean.
take years and years of abuse, I would say.
Yeah, because these are firm. They're thick boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, the quality
And
is great.
that macho tan is phenomenal. I love it.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. These aren't actually officially licensed by WWE, so this is all licensed independently, just like with the Bret Hart, just like with the Ric Flair. So these are not official WWE licensed products. So not sure how they got away with that headband, but okay.
I think something like that just flies under the radar.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I think like we're the psychopaths that know that's a WWF, official bandana.
Well, yeah. But the licensor, technically should point that out, but yeah, it is what it is.
And last but not least, the big news of the past week, reveals from Power Town and TNA Wrestling. Do we have the whole video to play?
Not the video.
Okay. I mean, it's like almost 2 minutes anyway.
I got the screen grabs.
That's perfect.
Series 1, Wave 1, Power Town, TNA Wrestling Ultras will include the TNA Heavyweight Champion Moose with his championship, the walking weapon, Josh Alexander, my good buddy, diehard Eddie Edwards, and the TNA Knockouts champion Jordan Grace with her title.
Great lineup. This is pretty much what would have been the other lineup, except Deanna is replaced by Josh.
Yes.
But I think these are all great figures. I love that they come with the titles. I'm interested to see how Powertown executes stuff like the jacket on Eddie. I'm very interested to see.
Which they're doing. I mean, because I've been supplying so many reference things to them. I know that like they're working on Moose's robe, they're working on Eddie's jacket. So it's pretty exciting, and then it's exciting for me on a personal level because I've become such like good friends with all four of these people, and I'm thrilled that they're gonna get. I mean, I'm not counting Moose's FTC. That would be just discredit.
Horrible.
It's basically four people, four very deserving people in the wrestling industry getting their first figures, and it's going to be like top notch from Powertown. It's pretty cool thing to be a part of.
Hell yeah.
Do they have a timetable at all?
I know what the next step is, and it's fairly soon, so it's kind of crazy. And for those of you wondering, I'm the one who orchestrated like getting those clips of them like saying like like that's the kind of things I'm doing at TV to make this more involved. I want people to pre-order these and feel connected to it.
Yes, great idea.
Yeah,
I love it.
All right, ringside collectible news, new and in stock.
There's some additional news.
Oh,
Right.
D Freedom's going rogue. He's going off script, guys. He's going
Well,
off
Matt
script.
always says, got any other news before the ringside?
Oh,
news?
sorry. Hey, D, do you
Yeah.
have any other news? Shipping is the uncensored collection Sabu that we've waited 2.5 years for. I got my shipping notification. I will have a live review of that next week right here on
somebody
the show.
posted in the group already a picture of it with its leg broken.
A leg
so.
broke in the. I mean, I've watched reviews on YouTube. I've also watched Jack Slime like torture one, and the leg didn't break. So
Got it.
it could be a
I've
freak
seen-
thing.
I've seen two of them with the legs come off, but like you said, Jack Slime was really pulling on it, didn't fall off. I saw videos of it. I don't like it, but I don't want to really judge it and critique it till I have it.
Yeah, I really want to get it in hand. I'm confused by some things, but I'm gonna wait until I can really say. Oh, no peg hole, which I was sad to hear on the bottom of the foot, so that stinks. But pretty cool.
We'll judge when we have it in hand, hopefully by next week.
What else, D?
Some mini Focos.
Wow, who's that? Ricky Steamboat, Bobby Heenan, Big Boss Man, Bam Bam, Miss Elizabeth, Rick Rude, Mean Gene, and who's the other one? I can't.
Cowboy Bob.
Cowboy Bob.
Bob.
Why does he have with sunglasses on?
Whatever
right?
reference
Fuck
they
is
got. Whatever reference they got, apparently.
Oh, wow.
Coming in from the fucking gym? What's it?
Interesting.
And that's one giant box that you buy one and you get all 8?
Commemorative 1980s mini bobble set series 2. The
Man,
1980s.
Jay Silva needs that Bam Bam.
And limited to 360 pieces. Yeah, Silva's going to have to make a little trade skill to get that Bam Bam.
I love Foco. They keep banging out product. I'm all for it. I'm all for.
Well, they keep listing
product.
pre-orders. I mean, like these things don't come out for another like 6 to 8 months because these are all individually handcrafted. So,
But
yeah.
they do come though. They do.
Oh yeah,
Hey,
absolutely.
when it comes, guys. When it
Yeah.
comes, it comes.
Just like this Jamie Hayter.
Oh, so people didn't get these at Wembley?
No, this was not available, even though it says in the packaging, like it says all in London, Wembley Stadium exclusive. Like it's like,
Oh, I thought these were just
I
super
wonder
rare
if-
because people got them at Wembley and they never had them. This just never shipped.
yeah, I wonder if there was like samples already like ready to go, but because she wasn't in attendance, they didn't get it signed and stuff. And I don't know. No one will ever know unless that gets disclosed
It's
in
a
the future.
super cool piece, and 1,000's really low
It's the
for
most
that.
limited I think they've had. Is
And a-
1,000, yeah.
Since the early stuff, right?
Yeah, but it's fantasy. Sorry, Matt.
She's had a figure before, or is this her first?
It's just a third, brother.
You third, yeah.
Yeah,
Jesus. Okay.
yeah.
So this is
If
fantasy
they
gear.
nailed that though, the timing, like if she was on the show in a big match and they had it like exclusive, man.
But yeah,
Yeah, I don't-
epic. Yeah.
I don't know if this is like similar to the Mattel situation to where this is gear that she would have worn at the event. I'm not sure, but so thus far this has never been worn on TV and it's just fantasy
Oh,
gear. But this
hey.
could have been
And she's out with an injury, so you might be right. Huh?
Yeah, could be the case. And then talk about that weekly purchases.
New and in stock, El Desperado, New Japan Pro Wrestling, Storm Collectibles, ringside exclusive. I have both. I'll be unboxing them a little later in the show.
Yeah, we'll talk about those later.
AEW Unmatched 8 is in stock at Ringside Collectibles with Malachi Black, Brody King, Buddy Matthews, Penta Oscuro, and the Luminary CM Punk. More on that coming up later in the show as well. And coming soon, the Ringside Collectibles. The DX Retro 2-pack with Triple H, China, and the New Age Outlaws. The WWE Nitro Real Scale Wrestling Ring with Eric Bischoff. Ultimate Edition exclusive. And I believe that's it. Now it's time.
Well, there was one last thing. From Boss Fight. Boss Fight in Germany. The Germany Toy Fair equivalent to the New York Toy Fair. They showed off some great model.
I can't be putting over this. Like, show me a finished product, all right? I don't like these.
That's cool.
Boss Fight does this a lot.
Making stuff. They're reputable. Like, once you have product and you're banging it out on a consistent basis, you can show me anything because I believe it's going to be real.
They do this with all their lines to where they show all the samples and
all the
various
step 1, 2, 3, 4.
That tire looks unbelievable.
I definitely need that tire with the dog.
That's cool.
Definitely, without a doubt.
And Laredo Kids, Super Toyetic, part of TNA Wrestling. I've wrestled him several times.
Looks like the cape is going to be soft goods, so that'd be cool. And then Vampiro,
Vampiro, I need
Wrestling
Vampiro.
Society X Vampiro.
Yeah, that's the funny thing to me. That's the most random time, but I'm going to have to go for it.
Super cool.
I'll do a little mashup. I'll do it.
Yeah.
All right, that's it, Brian.
All right, and it is now time for the Ringside Top 10. Come on, broski.
Did I send that to you?
No, but you got to say my part.
Thing.
This episode of the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast has been brought to you by Ringside Collectibles, the #1 online retailer of WWE action figures.
Go to WrestlingFigures.com and make a purchase, and when you do, use discount code MAJOR at checkout to save 10%.
Exhausting mailman. Ringside Top 10. Another sale. Sami Zayn's #1 again. Ringside Top 10. Use code MAJOR for discount at the end.
9, 8, 7. All right, everybody, we actually recorded, I'm recording this a little later because we didn't get the Ringside Top 10 until after the show, but I have it right here for you. So this is me from the future going back in time to read the Ringside Top 10. The guys are already gone. It's just me, but here it is. The Ringside Top 10, number 10, El Desperado, White Mask, New Japan Storm Collectibles, Ringside exclusive. Number 9, 10-pack of display stands for Mattel Figures Clear. Number 8, Roman Reigns, WWE Ultimate Edition 27, LA Knight, Red, WWE Series 141. 6, Buddy Matthews, AEW Unmatched Series 8. 5, 3 Faces of Foley, WWE Elite 3-pack, Ringside exclusive. 4, Logan Paul, WWE Elite Top Picks 2024. Number 3, Usos, Bloodline, WWE Ultimate Edition 2-pack Ringside exclusive. Number 2, CM Punk Luminaries, AEW Unmatched Series 8. And number 1, Brody King, AEW Unmatched Series 8. Number 1, our buddy Brody. That is awesome. Good for you, pal. And that's it. And up next is Weekly Purchases, brought to you by Major Bendy's.
All right, guys, if you didn't know, now you're going to know. Matt and I have started our own toy line. Major Bendy's are here. Assortments of modern-day superstars and the legends, and we've even expanded with the big rubber guys.
That's right. We have Major Bendy's. We have the big rubber guys, just like those LJNs from your childhood. Every month, we have new Major Bendy's, new big rubber guys, and now we have licenses like Jay and Silent Bob. So check out all these figures over on MajorBendy's.com. Some might cost a little. Some might cost a lot. But I'm the $1,000 broski. And your figures will be bought. All right, weekly purchases brought to you by Major Bendy's. Get your big rubber guys right now on MajorBendy's.com. And every single week, use the hashtag Major Bendy's. If we pick your post, you'll get a Major Bendy /BRG magnet. Brian, who won this week?
All right, hashtag Major Bendy's. Oh, baby. I've been waiting on this one for a while. Pretty dang cool, man. Hashtag Major Bendy's. Gabe White at Gabe_White51. He got his Heath.
Damn. I don't have mine yet.
Wow, damn.
Don't have mine yet.
Wow.
Hopefully soon. That's Heath, Ponderosa, Conan, and Chavo. And
All shipping. A lot of
Yeah.
people have gotten them already this week. They're shipping.
And
Shipping
I believe
to
this
you.
was the first set of Bendies where the pre-order was the order. So, like, you can't get them on MajorBendies.com. That's it.
Not at all, actually. And Kinnick's like worried about inventory. It's so low. So, yeah.
Yeah, so.
All right, boys. What do we get this week?
Well, you want to do? We'll just mention those AEW figures off the bat. I got
Sure.
a ton of them.
I mean, this, I've talked about it so much, and to finally have it, this CM Punk Luminary is like a dream figure for me. I mean, literally, this incarnation of CM Punk is like my wrestling hero. You know, I was training at the time, a greenhorn in the business, and I wanted to be just like him. Like, you know, he was my favorite wrestler. So watching him do what he did, you know, wrestling everywhere. Like, literally, this figure is depicting, I did some research with help of Mary Kate. I was like, because when I opened it, the first thing I noticed, it says home on his wrist tape. Okay. And I was like, wait a second, his last match. I'm thinking, okay, this is Chicago and it's his last match. Well, like, he didn't wear the shorts. He had trunks by then. Like, it made no sense. And I was asking her and she was confused and she realized it's from 2004. And it's Joe versus Punk 2 in Chicago. And this is pretty damn accurate to what he wore in there. Unless D Freedom wants to annihilate it, but I'm pretty positive it is. So that was pretty cool. And then literally after we had that conversation, I threw on TNA Plus, which was an awesome app. And I put on a random episode from 2004, and he literally came out in this exact outfit. So it's like, damn, this guy's TNA and ROH and every cool indie. And it was a pretty cool thing, like, for me to admire as a young, aspiring wrestler.
His career is so fascinating, like what's been going on the past couple of years, because if he didn't go to AEW and just came right to WWE, we wouldn't have gotten a figure like this.
Also true. Back to the figure itself. Like, I love this, and I have issues with it. Like, sometimes the scan, I'm like, okay, it's great. Sometimes I'm like, it's off a little. Like, I can barely. It kind of looks a little bit more like Kurt Cobain. It's hard to make up my mind about that. Here we go. D Freedom's staring at me. I'll tell you one thing. Fair warning to anyone. This jacket is lethal. Absolutely lethal. I mean, I got this from Ringside Collectibles about as fast as you can humanly get a figure. He's wrapped underneath it all over his neck. When it's mint on card, he has, like, Mark can show you right now. He's wearing like a plastic necklace to protect his neck. It's like way too much. If you can see it there, you got a crazy glare on that. Oh, there it is. You can see it. That's plastic to protect the bleeding. And there's even bleeding on. I opened two, and they both have bleeding still from this jacket. So, like, this is impossible. I mean, it's awesome. Nice soft goods. It looks exactly like how, you know, the track jacket that he wore in that era. But I just don't see how you're ever going to display it unless you have no plans of never ever, you know, taking it off. It's kind of cool. So it is what it is.
Yeah, the portrait's nice. You just have to get a sample that's actually correctly printed. So that's the
maybe that's what it is. But
I think mine's actually pretty good.
Mine's good.
Yeah, because I saw some people like if the teeth gets misprinted, like it goes down to the lower lip. Right. And some of the eyes, they get printed too low. And then for whatever reason, they kind of gave him a little, like, I don't know, the way they shape the eyebrows for the DIJ face deco, it's a little, but yeah.
You also, this is not a knock, but this is a much younger version of Phil Brooks. We're seeing the the grizzled vet on television these days. Like, you got to remember that's,
Yeah, well, the tan definitely isn't there. I'll say that. You compare this next to the Supreme Collection, and I think even the previous Unmatched releases.
Really?
Tan's a little off. Yeah, he's too pale. So.
And I dig I mean, it's cool. He's got the black fingernails. I dig the tats that he had back then.
It's missing the elbow pad, but obviously I'll take a spray off elbow pad. I mean, I'll take the tattoos versus a spray off elbow pad. So.
Right. Okay. So that would be the only thing from the match that you would say is inaccurate, because the shorts are correct.
I think he might have had tri-ring kick pads, but like the MMA style kick pads that similar to what RVD wore and all the boys back in the day, kind of. So I think these ones are just the standard flat ones that I think were first tooled for maybe John Silver, the ones that actually had the cuts on.
That I can live with. That's
so yeah, that's fine. And
especially
then
because they're plain black. Like, what are you gonna?
Yeah, and they gave him, I think, the correct. These are like the Trace styles. So yeah, that's really about it. And then the jacket. Yeah, they actually. Technically, this is an AFI jacket, so technically that's. I don't know how they got away with that. That's an AFI jacket. So
that's
okay.
I mean, I'm today's years old hearing that. I thought that was like a custom thing that he wore.
It was probably sold across merch stands and stuff. So yeah, that was the one thing I thought was going to be omitted, but when they showed samples of it, and then the ring, the microphone, obviously due to licensing stuff, they have to use the current Ring of Honor logo instead of.
Okay, that was another thing I was going to kind of mention. And is that the reason for that?
Yeah, because whoever owns. That must be owned by, I guess, the artist, and they have to compensate the artist for that. So I'm not sure why that doesn't, or it's just a preference thing to where they like the new logo versus the other one. But so yeah, there's got to be some type of
that's not the
compensation reason.
The mic doesn't really make sense for the error, right?
Yeah, because the Danielson also, and I think even some of the other ones, because the Danielson that's coming out, the new one, part of the Ring of Honor Jazzwares Vault line, that one also has the same.
People have like stolen samples of those on eBay. So like
they've been out for like 3 months now.
So are they going to drop like almost Mattel Creation style, where they ship like the next day after you order it, like
spring? So yeah, I would assume it's in stock stuff, but yeah, don't know until it officially launches and they announce that. So,
all right,
well,
all right, thanks, D.
Yep. And then also in the set, I have right here Mr. Brody King, Mark's friend from catering. I'm going to do a live unboxing of him right here for you guys. Also, yeah. Did you open any of these yet?
I didn't. I'm going to open them all on Wednesday on YouTube and Twitch.
Oh, cool. Unmatched Series 8. This was a canceled LJN. Who's missing?
Abaddon was in this.
Abaddon, there it is. Good call.
And she's not coming at all. Not,
I guess.
Bunny or Biddy
She's
style.
been
Nothing.
pushed. I mean, she looks completely different. Like, I mean, I don't know what they're gonna do now.
It's crazy because like they designed that figure and like kind of pumped it up while she wasn't on TV at all. Now she's on TV and they canceled it.
Yeah, that's kind of a real shit luck too. I'm gonna turn on the light for this.
So while you open that, the Brody and the Buddy in this set match perfectly with one of the Malachis that have already come out. It's like the matching gear. So
it says AEW Revolution 3/6/2002. Holy smokes!
Perfect. So that already matches one that you have. Not
2-year-old batch, bro.
But then you also get the Malachi in the suit, which he wore a lot, like when he first came in. I don't necessarily remember him wearing a suit much.
Yeah, this is a pretty impressive figure. I can tell already. It's got some like weight to it.
Damn.
Oh man. Oh.
This figure looks unbelievable. The tattoos. I love the way that they do the hard good coats.
It's like a soft hard good. Oh,
Did you ever wrestle Brody?
No, and actually I've only met him once at Hornswoggle Championship Wrestling.
Past Major Pod Patreon interview guy.
I would like to say that we hit it off, though. We spent the whole day together, had lunch together.
Tons of tattoos.
It's like kind of insane, actually. Wow. Great job with this.
Work that they would have to put on a guy like that.
I know. This is like, wow. Even like, you roll that ab up.
Damn.
Wow.
Man, I don't know if there's a figure even like comparable to. I mean, I feel like the Malachi, he's covered in tats too, obviously as well. But I feel like there's less color. Like this is like crazy.
I know that he, obviously he's a tattoo aficionado and gets a lot of tattoos, but he does also go over them often to keep them vibrant, because tattoos fade pretty quickly.
And this is crazy. This is the alternate head that I was like, how is this going to fit with the hood? But it just goes to the tip of the hood.
That is pretty sick.
It's pretty friggin' nuts. I would say if there was one thing, and this is like a real dickhead thing to point out, no C grips. You can't hold anything or like hit anybody with anything. It's just closed fists and the open hands. But the open hands are so cool, in my opinion.
I'm trying to think. So I have
nuts.
I have the Supreme Malachi on display, right? Because you only have one guy. But now I think I got to get the other one, which I have in the other room, not on display to match.
How would you not like? They all. I mean, the gear is also similar.
It's like different masks, though. I mean, different heads.
Well, the Supreme Malachi comes with like antler stuff.
Oh, so maybe it matches the Supreme. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the Supreme has.
I feel like the other one does have antlers too, though. So I don't know.
Yeah,
I can put that on. Just show you guys one last thing.
Now, Brian, you're still a one of each guy at least for these.
Oh no, I don't even. I probably won't even keep this. I just got this to show everybody because I figured it was so cool. That's freaking nuts.
I mean, it's very toyetic. You can't.
Yeah, I mean, holy cow.
Yeah, imagine having that as a kid. Crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Did you get them all or just that?
Just those two.
So I'll briefly. I'm not going to open them. I'll briefly. So you got the Malachi in the suit, great figure, and the Buddy, obviously very similar to the Brody, the same jacket, right? He's got a very detailed mask as well, really cool. And I did get the Eddie that you opened. I got that in the mail. 3,000.
Yeah,
cool. That's not from Ringside.
That's one of the more underrated figures of the year.
Yeah, I'm going to open
So
that.
far.
This, I said this before, I think you need it. If you're a guy who does one of each guy or whatever, I still think you need this. You need two of them because this is a different character. Penta El Scuro. Penta Oscuro, sorry. His
I know he
Undertaker
I know he did that, but I just have no memories of it. Like
he did it in Mexico as well. This is like his
Really?
Undertaker character, yeah.
Oh,
I'm wrestling Penta this week in Mexico.
Really?
Yeah.
He is one of the coolest motherfuckers.
Yeah.
oh.
So cool.
I have no idea what he looks like. Like he could be in my house right now. I wouldn't even like. Isn't that crazy?
I think this is an awesome figure. Comes with the shovel. He had when he did Phoenix was out for a little while. Remember that crazy injury? Phoenix broke his arm in half.
Yeah, it was scary. Yeah,
But he came back in 2 months somehow. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's like an unreal human being.
yeah.
But while he was out, he did this scary Undertaker thing.
It's coming back to me. Yeah.
So anyway, I think you need it. And then we talked about him, and I got the acclaimed 3-pack.
Finally, Mark.
Well, finally, what a friend you are. You finally were able to
I got all these in
get
one
Max
box.
Caster's rookie figure. Thanks.
So I'm going to open all of these, or I've already opened them. There's a unboxing on our YouTube channel, and I'll do that this week.
Sweet.
Speaking of ringside, I got a second pair of these Bell to Bell LOD because my dogs ate my other ones. I will say this. Listen, the style is very dumbed down, kind of like our major pod figures. But the paint is so fucking sharp. The detailing everything is just so crisp. I don't know what factory they're using, but the makeup, the eyes, just the Road Warriors, all the deco hits, just everything is spot on with these LODs. I think people are sleeping on these Bell to Bells. I really dig them, especially these LODs. They really, really pop. Just super impressed. You know, we make figures. The Major Benny's, the big rubber guys. And I'm just so impressed by the paint app on this. It's simple but clean.
Yeah,
you know?
I know what you're saying.
Just very clean, very, very good job. I also got a bunch of retro defenders for my retro figures. So we talked about it last week that like the rings and the retro figures were shipping separately.
Yeah.
But I bought them together, so I thought they were going to hold on to my retros so the rings shipped.
Well, I got mine already and no ring, and it said it literally said in the email, "In this shipment is just this, not that."
Right. So I was afraid that they were going to hold on to the retros until the ring came in stock. I'm
Yeah.
actually glad they did not.
Yeah, of course.
So I got my ringside defenders. And this is not Ringside's fault, but I fucking hate the new packaging.
I know,
on
man.
Mattel.
Yeah.
It's not even resealable with the tape.
I think Squared Circle Expo announced that Lawler is signing there, so I'm gonna finally get one signed, a new style.
Okay, wow.
Let's see how that goes.
Very cool.
Yeah.
You want to talk about Desperado?
Desperado. I got them both here. There's a Chase, which has like more gold deco hits and whatnot. I'm gonna open the regular though. Here live.
I have the regular one right here in my hands. I also have the Chase. Storm Collectibles makes some incredible figures.
I know, it's always pretty fun to see the difference, right?
You talk about just the sculpting is incredible, the body's incredible, just the articulation is great. I'm not super familiar with El Desperado. I will say this, I do not like the soft good pants that are on him.
Oh, why? We haven't even taken it out of the box? Oh, we did. Oh, sorry. I was looking.
Yeah, I did. I don't like soft goods like clothing on a wrestling figure. If it's a jacket or something, that's one thing.
Right.
But the tights, it just rubs me the wrong way.
You know,
It's just,
it stinks that I hate the cellophane over for like to get it signed. It's just not as exciting, but
yeah.
The
actual figure is incredible. The mask is great.
Nah,
the articulation.
Oh my god, there was two. I don't know if it's just how it is. Oh man.
Yeah.
I mean, well, that's easy to get him out though. That's cool.
Officially licensed New Japan.
Which makes me curious, like what else they can do. Like it's a very exciting partnership,
right.
you know?
Right.
And this would fit pretty seamlessly with like all your New Japan Super 7s.
I agree, I would, yeah.
No, I normally don't like soft goods, but this is not bad.
Yeah? I'm not saying it's bad, it's just
like it's not restricting anything.
Oh, it's certainly not restricting. There's still some great articulation here. I just don't like the look of it. I would prefer it if all this was molded.
Right.
Like kind of like diesel chaps or something.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you could do both, but what do you think he's got on underneath these? Huh? Did you check?
I did not check. I did not ship them down.
Decker checker? I mean, this is obviously super toyetic.
Interchangeable hands.
I like the quality of these. It always just feels like such superior quality when you get these.
Such great stuff.
Yeah.
Such great. And Ringside and Storm have been doing a great job with this collaboration. I love it. I guess my only nitpick would be like, can we make some more fucking guys? You know?
Yeah, like I mean, if they have the ability to, like, make it a thing, like keep them coming, right?
Right.
The Minoru, Suzuki last year.
Yep. El Desperado, Liger, and Hogan, right?
Yeah.
Is there anyone else?
Not that we know of. I mean, that's pretty sweet.
The open hands, I think, is the way to go.
Yeah, you gotta be a little more, exciting. I also am not very familiar with El Desperado still.
I'm not at all one bit.
That's going to be on my to-do list to give this guy a little YouTube search.
Very, very toyetic, and Ringside did a great job with the variant, which has different mask.
Yeah, it's got more. It's called the white is basically replaced with the gold.
Got it.
Yeah, pretty sweet.
Pretty damn cool, man. Brian, a couple people sent me some things. Can you read them off in my notes so I can give them proper credit?
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, I closed out of your notes to go to my notes because this is only part of the show I actually use notes. Evan Bovey sent you 2 Chelsea cards.
Oh, that's right. 2 PSA 10s. One, it's a rookie card.
That's cool.
This one has
a 10 and an auto. That's cool.
This one has the auto. And then this one, same card, no auto. Double 10s.
That's nice.
So she doesn't give a fuck about these, but I will add these to my collection. First NXT card. This is before she got fired. So these are Topps cards, not Paninis. But both Gem Mint 10s. Thank you very much, bro. I got some micro bras for some people.
Nathan Misi sent you a Brian Major and a Haku.
Yes, I got the Brian Major. Remember, this is in the Pro Wrestling Tees crate. This was the chase. Brian Major got that chase. I'm still looking, guys, for 2 more of these. Hit me up. Still looking for 2 more of them.
What are you? I don't. What are you building? An
And
army?
I got King Kong too. All right, here's what I do. Every major pod piece of merch, I have like in storage 2 of each. So there's 2 right there.
Okay.
Behind me, I have my major pod micro brawlers loose. So that's another one I would need.
Okay.
And then over there, I have all my matte figures made on card, but you kind of match me, so I need you as well.
Does that mean you have a Mojo Mattel on display?
Well, I'm in a 2-pack with him, so unfortunately, yes.
But you don't have a Lucy on display.
There's no need.
Oh, okay, I got you.
You know what I'm saying? There's
Gotcha.
no need.
All right.
There's no need. So, and then I got a bunch of. I think I just showed off the. Did I show off the right one? There's the Myers. But then from 3 different people, can you give me the names? I
have Brian Lyons, Dave Winchell, and Johnny Logic.
All got me the Ryder.
You're sick, bro.
The Brett Major. So I'm major broed out. I will say I'm a little upset that yours has the black wrist tape. It should be white, but it is what it is.
I feel like I did wear both in that era, so like it doesn't matter. Maybe I think, but I don't confirm that.
And somebody, guys, I'm so sorry I forgot your name. I don't think it's in my notes. Got me the Gangrel Chase with the Blood.
David Metlet got you that.
Oh, David Metlet. Thanks, pal. I got it.
That looks pretty cool. That actually looks
fucking awesome.
Yeah,
dude.
damn.
It's so cool. So I'm still building my micro brawler. I have not tapped out yet. I'm currently looking for Captain Insano and Dusty Rhodes and 2 more of these Brian Majors Hawkins chase.
Why don't you just pre-order when they go up?
Good question.
Okay. You have something here that says GB Figs.
Yes, Ghostbusters, the new movie.
Oh, God.
It's coming soon. Check these out. I got all the new Ghostbusters. This is Trevor Spengler. This is Gary. Kind of looks like me a little bit, if you can see. And then you got Phoebe Spengler and Callie Spengler. I will be opening these up. I'll be displaying them. I'm all in on fucking the new Ghostbusters franchise. That female version did not count, but Afterlife did, and this one did. Frozen Empire, I believe it's called. I'm all in on this.
Frozen
Ghostbusters
Empire.
stuff.
No clue you're talking about.
The trailer looked awesome.
Awesome. And there's some rumblings right now that Ghostbusters is returning to Universal Studios in some way. So,
Ooh.
you hear that? That was my cock hitting the table. I'm so excited.
I did hear that. Good God.
I'm so excited. No Blue Chew needed.
Later on in the show, pal.
Yeah.
And now it is time for the Major Mark purchases of the week. Hey, can we do this of the week and spell it WEAK and it's like the shittiest ones people put up?
Like, do we vote on what shitty or they say like shitty purchase?
Like, maybe we just say make it shitty. I don't know. Anyway,
I like that. Let's do that next week, guys. Next week in the Facebook group, and don't
Like,
buy something.
like shit you're embarrassed to admit that you bought.
Yeah, you know, like if you had to buy like a Mojo for your fucking Zack Ryder collection, like, fuck, you know, something like that.
All right, guys, here we go.
Oh, I like that.
Oh yes.
Joe Sullivan says, ladies and gentlemen, we officially have a Big Rubber Guys collection. Series 3 came in, and they are the best series yet. They instantly went up on the work wall and look amazing side by side with other BRGs and bendies.
Love it, dude. Thank you.
Can I just throw something out there into the universe, and I want the Major Mark's opinion. Do you guys prefer the 2 in a set or the 3 in a set? I see both sides. I'm torn. We've been making the lineup for the year.
I think like it just depends, you know. It's case by case scenario, right?
Yeah, like technically the Macho and Andre, if you got both Andres, it's 3 figures. But it's like, forget these 3 characters. I felt like just getting these, like, just made the toy line like that much more fun, because for months it's just Matt and Brian Demolition. But then you get these guys, and it's like, fuck.
It's just like anything else. You got to have patience, and it grows, and it grows, and it grows.
I know. And, man, I unbox these on YouTube. I critiqued them. I said what I thought was wrong with each and every one of them, but I love them overall, and I cannot wait for you guys to get Andre and Macho in hand because the line has been getting better and better as we go along. But the Macho and Andre are the first two that are completely 100% done by TTD and Brian Beatty. And I think you guys are going to absolutely fall in love with them.
All right, number 2 here. I thought this was super interesting, and I want to know what you guys think about it, okay? I saw Matthew Sinclair. No, I'm sorry. Matthew Smeltzer. I saw that Lawrence Taylor was going to be at a sports store in New Jersey, so I called to see if they were doing mail-ins. I sent in my Bam Bam Bigelow Funko Pop to sign with the hopes he would also add WrestleMania XI as an inscription. With deceased wrestlers or wrestlers that have multiple pops, I've been trying to get people that had connections or iconic matches to sign it. I am so happy with how it turned out, and it might be one of my new favorite pieces in my collection. I would also like to throw in my hat as the ring in the ring as the Michael Jordan of signed wrestling Funko Pops. I also included a picture of my collection.
Totally fine with that. I think that's awesome. Like,
pretty neat, right?
It's not like he's taking money away from Bam Bam because he's not going to sign it, right? So it's just kind of is its own unique thing.
I dig it. Let me nitpick it a little bit. I don't think that's the gear he was wearing.
I was going to say that's like an 80s Bam Bam. It doesn't make that much sense, but I don't think it's about like being accurate. I think it's about more being like an homage to.
I get it. But let's talk about something that makes no fucking sense. This glows in the dark?
Oh, shit.
Why?
I didn't even catch that. That is super.
For the fun of it?
No, because Bam Bam, I don't get
the glow in the dark gear. Like, what does that even? What about Bam Bam Bigelow's glow in the dark? Yeah.
Does his skin glow in the dark? What glows in the dark?
No, that gear, that orange in the gear or whatever, the flames.
That's still bizarre. Why?
Fucking weird.
Yeah.
All right, it came in the mail, guys. Kyle Peterson, among many others, a big boy through the door, Mattel Creations Eternia, the biggest Masters of the Universe play set of all time.
Wow.
Damn.
Everybody's been talking about this for a long time. It's finally shipping. I don't know if Shoes pulled the trigger. So
Shoes sold his retro one, so I don't know if he had. There's no way he got this.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Toy He Who, Zach Killing, another amazing Toy He Who, and another Grail acquired. I've been kicking the tires for HasLab X-Men Sentinel for the past 2 years, and I told myself if I seen it at Toy Hio for a decent price, there was no way I was leaving without it. My wife's exact words were, have fun, but don't buy the giant expensive robot thing. I'm proud to say the giant robot thing was staring into my eyes for an incredible price with all the tiers included. I was so happy walking to my car with this massive box. I also picked up some great condition LJNs, some more big rubber guys, and met Shoes and Kinnick, who were just the coolest. If anyone has not made the trip yet, please don't sleep on Toy Hio. It's always an amazing experience. P.S. My wife even said how cool the Sentinel was. She was happy I finally got it.
There was so many clean LJNs on the table, like different tables there.
You guys just, when's this next Toy Hio?
We gotta go.
Message Rick, bro.
No, Rick can message me if you want.
I can't go to the next one. I just did it. You gotta.
Why not?
You gotta. You gotta rotate.
Yeah. Danhausen does them all. Guys, our man Roy Lucier.
Danhausen hadn't been there in a while, dude.
Oh. Our man Roy Lucier, he's back at it. It's past weekend. He drove 8 hours straight down to Tijuana.
Maniac.
He left his car at the border and walked across, okay, to attend an event at a mask and toy store in the city. The store announced the unveiling of a sculpture of Rey Mysterio Sr., along with an appearance of Los Guapos, one of them being Shocker. Many will remember Shocker from his time in TNA in the 2000s, where he had a successful run. I brought along Shocker's CMLL Hag figure from 2007 and his CMLL Lucha Legends figure from 2010, and got both signed in beautiful paint pen. Side note, I now have the entire 2010 Lucha Legends set autographed. I also brought the poster from my first ever event in Mexico from October 1994, in which Rey Sr. was the main event, and got that signed as well. Drove back another 8 hours and came home beaten and exhausted, but 3 very important autographs richer.
Man, Roy just continues to be a legend. Shocker's somebody, man, he was like, 20 years ago, like, I thought he was going to be a big deal. And then I haven't even heard his name until Roy made this post. So
Roy's been helping me out with my my Mexico bookings, like sending me the match graphics and stuff like that, like who I'm wrestling.
He did that for me when I was doing for TNA and AAA. I didn't know where to get the information. He was helping me out.
That's awesome.
Jesus.
All right. Look at this guy.
Jesus Christ. Come on.
Our man, Mike Kinnick. I got the trademark to my name, Kinnick, thanks to Dawkins this weekend at Toy Ohio. Trademark really has no value, but it does piss off my brother,
He
whose name is
literally
also
did it.
Kinnick.
Yes.
I know how much these trademarks cost. Kinnick spent thousands of dollars to piss off his brother.
He literally just did that to rip his brother, who's technically way more famous than him, but whatever.
I think it's awesome.
I sometimes I just cannot agree with that purchase. Listen, we spend a lot of money on trademarks.
First of all, he clearly did he only get it in the wrestling space?
I didn't really dig deep on it.
Like there has to be a certain specific thing. You can't just get the name Kinnick.
Of course not.
He basically wants people to not call him Michael and to start calling his brother Chris. You know, because he's the official Kinnick.
Well, he's Kinnick.
He's Kinnick.
His brother's Kinnick.
He's Kinnick. They're both.
Do you call him Kinnick? Or
I call him Kinnick. Yeah, no.
There you go. Thank you.
Yes. So stop. Lucky one here. How about this? Alex Vega. I went to Target that day because I was nervous about my job interview. I found the pair, and I thought that was the high point. Nope. I got the job I interviewed for. I am now in charge of Friendship 9th grade ISS.
Nice. And I too am on the hunt for that CM Punk chase. John from Ringside, if you're listening, I wouldn't mind one or two of those.
All right, last one. Here we go. Love this.
Whoa.
That's great.
Adam Resendez. At this point, I think my son has more figs than me. He keeps up to date with what's coming and tells me what he needs all the time. He's been eyeing this Acclaimed 3-pack since it was revealed for months, asking, Dad, when's the Acclaimed 3-pack come out? Asking and asking. I had forgotten I pre-ordered it and couldn't wait to give it to him. Like everybody else, he loves the Acclaimed. How? Brian, how cool
That's what it's all about.
is freaking that?
Very, very proud on all kinds of levels.
Look at this little kid in the little kid Acclaim shirt.
He's so happy.
So good.
Look, you know what else I love here? This dad, or him, the kid, I don't know. But this dad helped make the Tron, the Acclaimed Tron.
Definitely. And he's got a pretty good little match going on there. What was that? Death Triangle against the Acclaimed?
Oh, that's a proper booking right there.
Let's go.
I like that. All right, what's next? Brian.
It's the new segment, right? What do we call that?
Up next is Snubbed Superstars.
Gotcha. Does it say in the notes what we're doing?
No, because Mark surprises us every week.
Oh.
A major Mark, Hard Foundation major Mark, chooses a toy line. Mark surprises us, and then we say who was snubbed. We're not going to list everyone who wasn't included, but just who was really snubbed.
You know what? I felt bad. I kept thinking about last week. We did TNA Marvel.
Yeah.
My good friend, my coworker, Frankie Kazarian. That's one I don't think we said who truly got snubbed. I feel bad that I didn't say that, so I'm redeeming myself here and now. Yes. But Mark, on to this week. What do you got?
All right, guys. Be honest, it's a little variation here. I know we're really early, but this was such a cool suggestion. I had to go with it. Daniel Ramirez says, Superstars music in the WWF Jax Titantron live entrance stage. So who got snubbed out of that entrance stage?
In that time period, 1999. Can we can we get a picture of the Tron on the stage? I mean,
I think Triple H got snubbed.
Why? Because he has the DX song?
He has the DX song. So who is it? It's Gangrel who does all the Brood.
Ooh, Vince has his own, right? Which is all the...
Yep. Austin has his own. Kane has his own. Rock has his own. Taker has his own. I believe there's X-Pac, right? Who does like
X-Pac and Road Dogg have their own. Mankind Gangrel.
There it is. Sorry.
There he is.
I maybe I would have put Triple H instead of X-Pac.
100%. Because this comes out Christmas '99. Triple H is like the biggest thing in the business. Like,
I think you could. I think you maybe even if you would have replaced Road Dogg with X-Pac and Billy, Road Dogg, and X-Pac all have DX.
Right. You know, what about China?
But who would you replace? No, I don't. China doesn't have new music by it.
She doesn't have "Don't Treat Me Like a Woman."
No, she still uses
Don't
Triple
treat me
H's.
like a man. Yeah,
See,
you're right.
Even if this was designed like summer '99 before, no, Triple H turns heel in fucking right at Mania.
Yeah, and he's a heel the hottest heel in the business. Like he needs his own shit. Yeah.
That My Time song.
What about? Yeah, that would be
I
cool.
love that song.
It's like it might be my favorite wrestling song of all time.
But
still.
now, correct me if I'm wrong, because I never had it as a kid. But don't they make a SmackDown stage in a couple months that has songs as well?
Like Jericho's and stuff, right?
I never had it. So
I didn't even know.
I don't think it
I
works
only knew
like
about
that
this.
though. And I was gonna say what Chris Giovanni just said in the chat. The Big Show is a pretty big player at this point. But I don't know if does he have the wheel already?
I don't
think
know.
so.
Because you got to figure, like,
And
series 1 and 2.
Let's also face facts. We love him here on the Major Pop, but Gangrel shouldn't even be on this thing.
Well, no, because Gangrel works for Edge Christian like he does the Brood.
So he shouldn't be depicted on it.
But who would you put? You wouldn't put Edge for the Brood.
Put Edge and Christian like two and one.
I don't know if they would do. I think the Gangrel is a good one there. I don't think anyone got snubbed. Maybe Triple H.
Triple H is the big glaring one to me.
Yeah, because Shane also uses Vince's thing. There's a couple of redos, but once we get to Series 3, it's over because then they just use the WWF song.
It's impossible. There was the trash talking stage had like Jericho stuff, so that was pretty quick to that. But
I wish there was a way they could update it or keep it updated, but I mean, this whole concept is ruined by Series 3.
it was a bad idea. We've talked about it.
I bet you there's a way that they could do it nowadays with like
downloading songs and stuff.
Oh, I bet there's got to be a way to make it like worthwhile technology wise today, right?
Yeah.
But it might be a lot of money. And then also, you got to think about troubleshooting some kid messing up the freaking computer in the whatever and it never working again. Yeah.
Now this is also not confirmed either, right? But it's just like speculation. Is that the Titantron was really designed for fucking bone crunchers because it's shown at like a toy fair with bone crunchers, and also like it's perfect height for a bone cruncher. A Titantron figure cannot walk through that.
Also, great points. Yes, yeah, that kind of gets glossed over in history. Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm impartial. I love these fucking. I just that time period was so iconic to me. Like, although I was so mad they were making the switch from Bone Crunchers to Titantrons, and those first Titantrons are fucking horrible.
Man, but I was getting older and I wanted the articulation, so I was so excited, and it just didn't, live up to the hype. But
I was excited that how old am I? It's fucking 99.
It's our freshman year of high school, and we're like deep into playing with figures, by the way.
But like for the first time, I finally have a real entrance that I'm not fucking making out of fucking cardboard or wood or something.
Yeah, also true.
So, great question. All right, well, up next is the Q&A brought to you by Blue Chew.
Oh boy.
Guys, it's
Broski, what do you do when you don't have the Ghostbusters at Universal? What do you do?
Well, luckily I could just, I just use my Chelsea Green calendar.
I meant you need some Blue Chew.
Oh, that too. Sometimes though, with the calendar, like, because I always carry I don't have anything on my phone, so like, I'll be like at the airport. Somebody asks me for a day. I whip out my Chelsea Green calendar. I'm looking, and then I realize, oh my god, these people probably think I'm just looking at this.
Boy.
You just go, no, this is my wife.
I'm seeing if I fucking May 8th fucking open. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's fucking Valentine's Day. Chelsea Green, and myself, you know what I'm saying. Little, get an espresso martini. I usually like the 3 beans in the espresso martini, but I always add that fourth bean's a little blue. Blue too, baby.
All right. My question is from Benny T at Eater of Cheese. What is the eBay search you currently have saved that you would get most excited seeing it full of new items? Hashtag Ask Major Pod. The first one that came to mind for me is ECW prototype figure.
Wow.
There has not been an update on that. 5 years, maybe. I haven't seen that. It's saved. Never gives me nothing.
Mine would have to be WWF LJN Macho Man poster. I'm trying to get the poster from the Black Card Macho
Oh,
Man.
wow, it's still okay.
I saw it one time and it went for like an insane amount of money, and I regret not fucking biting on it.
You want to hear another?
Over $1,000.
Really?
Yeah.
You want to hear
And it
another
wasn't
one?
in great shape either.
Another one that might surprise you, Matt. So, whatever, a couple months ago when Heath, I don't know what he did. Maybe he worked Creator Pro. He was over, whatever. We watched AEW. Long story short, he was in my room and he saw my Staramba stuff and was like, "What the hell is that?" I'm like, "You have that too." So that day, I saved WWE Staramba as like save search. Never had one thing. There's so many of those.
We've talked about this before. You have like 3 sizes of them.
Yeah.
And I feel like I didn't. But I'm not quite sure if I ever did.
We're never going to know.
The one that I have, but the podcast wasn't going on when this was going on. I don't know.
Yes, it was.
No.
It was?
Yes. You getting them breaking, you getting them, breaking.
They were coming, then they were just breaking. So the one I have now is fucking super glued. They were coming broken every single time. The fists for the fist pump are always broken.
The one I have on display is like super glued, and you can, if you really stare at it, you can tell. But then I have a minty mint one in the box I've never touched.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Man.
But and I have that. Actually, I have 2 sets. I have all 3 minty mint in the box, and then I have the 3 on display. But to me, I was like, oh, it'd be a cool thing to surprise Heath with. Not only has there been no Heaths, there's been nobody.
Nobody.
Pretty crazy.
You sure you didn't spell it wrong? I mean,
No,
wrong?
I'm positive. Yeah, nothing.
I guess another one that comes up for me, and that doesn't come up, but I wish it would, is the Just Toys, the mini Bendums. Like there's a mini Cactus Jack.
You still need that too?
Yeah, but like there's one that's floating around the internet, but it goes for so much money. I'm hoping that someone puts it up by accident. You know?
The Gangrel pops up from time to time. I'll see that.
I have the Gangrel.
Yeah.
I finally got the Gangrel. What about you, Mark?
I'm not really sure. I haven't really been searching. My stuff on eBay that I've been looking for lately is too nerdy to even talk about. So, we can just move on.
Yeesh. What an answer.
All right.
There they are.
Wow.
My question is from Jeff. Oh my God,
Matt, that makes me think you have 3. Like, why would they?
I know. But I'm almost positive that it was like that picture was there, but you couldn't order all 3 because I'm a psychopath. Why wouldn't I order them all?
And from a distance, the big one, like on a shelf or on a detolf or whatever, looks pretty cool. Like people always go, "What is that?" Like
I know.
It's so weird to me.
Cool.
Yeah, it's so weird to me.
Pre-singlet,
That's my last long tights before I switched to the Bret Hart style gear.
That's crazy.
And I stopped wearing elbow pads altogether.
Did Broski have armpit hair?
Armpit hair? No. And I just realized that like if they made a Mojo in matching gear, I might by my rules need that Mojo. I hope it's not matching gear. Please don't be a matching gear.
Broski, you can pass, pal.
Good. Isn't he in? No, he's in like Zubaz. It can't be matching gear.
He's in Zubaz?
I think so.
Oh, thank God.
Maybe Deep Freedom can fact check that before the end of the show, but
Whatever.
Staramba.
All right, my question, Jeff Managlia. Hypothetically, by the way, he's at the Jammin' Jeff. He's the guy, by the way, puts together our songs if we sing one for the review. Yeah. Hypothetically, if Mattel made figures from one entire pay-per-view, which pay-per-view would you choose?
Anarchy Rules 99.
Oh, fuck. I didn't even think of that. That's like selfish, like you just get all those guys.
Just so selfish, yeah. But I don't know why that's like, it was like one of those weird like turning points where like ECW was like my favorite brand. And I just, that whole show, I've watched it so many times.
Fuck, I might have to say an ECW one just because you just immediately in this dream scenario
I'm
you
trying to
just
think,
get all those ECW.
If you
guys.
pick a WWE one, if there's any kind of iconicness to it, Mattel's probably done.
Like WrestleMania 10, they made the Brett, they made the Shawn, they made
like
the
what are you gonna?
Razor.
Yeah, like
I was gonna pick WrestleMania 14, but it's like all normal looks and
and
whatever.
I'm sure there's figures of everything.
You got that Kane. There's that Stone Cold exists.
You should
obviously.
pick In Your House DX like you're at.
I also thinking that too because then you get the Butterbean, the Mark Marrow.
Yeah.
You get a truck for Stone Cold. You get like a.
The only thing, just that Shawn they made the ringside exclusive, which is pretty valuable now.
Yeah, I have that.
I mean, they made almost everybody from WrestleMania 35 except for us.
There, that's what Broski would pick.
oh yeah, you can pick
Yeah.
that.
No, but
It'll be down to the people in the Andre and us. Who's Bill gonna make?
but Jax back in the day would make so many cool lines like that, like the random like bad blood. Like I like that. I do miss that a little bit.
Yeah, but they weren't very accurate.
No,
I don't
They were pretty
think.
close.
I don't know.
I would kind of like. You're gonna think I'm crazy, but like ECW One Night Stand.
I thought
dude,
about that.
That'd be awesome.
Because they made it for Jax, but if they did it correctly with like tell like
that'd be-
RVD with like the jeans and the knee brace,
Yeah, that'd be cool.
they can make some cool guys from there.
Definitely.
I would dig that.
Shorter hair Jericho.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
his
they couldn't
old-
make him. But,
Well, you know what I mean. We're fantasizing.
well, Brian, you have to read my question.
Let me scroll up a second here. All right. Matt's question.
Oh yeah.
All right, Chris DiGiovanni. What point do you think the wrestling figure business shifted to put an emphasis on the adult collector? Hashtag Ask Major Pod.
It's the whole business, really. I mean, the whole toy aisle. Well, not the whole, but action figures, elite action figures.
I'm gonna pinpoint something I think significant.
I think it's-
Defining moments.
I think it's earlier than that. I think it's Jack's Classic Superstars.
Yeah.
Yeah, but people were like opening them. I mean, I guess people were getting them signed too. I don't know.
I don't think many kids wanted fucking those figures. I think it was for the more adult collector.
Yeah, I'll give it to you. Yeah, I mean that's the
Yeah, but
real.
that was like
start.
more dipping their toes.
I think they went all in, baby. They went all in on that line. It's so many sets long. They got some deep cuts in
I
there.
definitely think kids bought them and played with them too, though. But
And then
You can say that about anything.
that was the era of true exclusives. 1 of 100 employee editions. That's for the collector's collector. You know
You know what?
Mattel
You're
doesn't
right.
even.
I
Mattel
think-
doesn't even do that now.
classics has to take the cake because of the stickered and the numbered, and
Yeah.
that's the first of that, right? That we had ever seen, really, like where it meant something.
Unbelievable stuff. And
Yeah.
and Billy Peck, by the way, was trying to politic for an employee edition figure, and I've never been so proud.
Holy shit!
I've never been so proud of him.
so proud.
Like, Billy, I'm rubbing off on you. Usually very nice and reserved. Would never say something controversial like that. Certainly would never ask for anything. But when he said that, I was like, Billy, fuck, I've taught you well. I love this. A major pod, employee edition. I think we each get 2, then we can flip the other one. You know, it's
All right. And up next, it's Good Housekeeping.
Oh.
no!
Oh, no! Mojo is in matching gear.
No!
Bro, you better put that in your saved searches right now. He's even wearing your shirt.
No! Oh no!
Oh,
I'm gonna make an exception. I can't.
That's
do
the
it.
worst news of all time.
I can't even stomach it. I can't.
You can't
do
even
it.
buy that from Mojo because there's no way he even knows it exists.
Fuck.
He might know. Didn't he do that business? Wasn't he doing that at Flair's last match? He was like making
how
statues.
well did that go? Yeah.
Yeah, that's how well it went.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to some good.
Good
housekeeping.
housekeeping.
All right, guys, youtube.com @MajorWFPod, youtube.com /MajorPod Network. It's really confusing. I know. We got some cool stuff on there, Mark. What's been uploaded lately?
Well, the last the behind the scenes vlog from Florida is up there. The behind the scenes vlog from my V-teen will be up there this week. It's probably already up there. And what I'm really looking forward to is Brian sending me his footage for Toy Hee-Hoo. I'm going to make a killer vlog with that.
I filmed, Shoes filmed, and Kinnick filmed. It's pretty awesome stuff.
All right.
Also, Jay George filmed a behind the scenes of our Big Rubber Guy commercial, which I think is going to be really, really interesting too.
Forgot about that also, yeah.
And if you guys listen to just audio, the podcast video form is now on YouTube every single week.
Right.
So check it out Saturday.
Saturday mornings, guys.
An hour late this week, by the way. Did you catch that?
I saw someone said, "Hey, Mark, what's up?"
I had it set for Sunday morning.
Oh, man.
Wrong date.
Monday Mark slacking. ProWrestlingTees.com/Major WF Pod. Support the podcast with a t-shirt. There is probably hundreds of designs to choose from up there.
There's so many. Guys, get your Live in Philly shirts. I feel so bad that we're not I feel like we're going crazy promoting Live 18. Live 19 sold out in minutes. We don't really have to promote it, but we want everyone to be excited about it. So we have so many shirts up there on Pro Wrestling Tees. You pick the color you want. We're all going to have a different color. Live 19, Philadelphia, sold out, baby.
Check out MajorPodMerch.com and MajorBendies.com. We already said we have the Magnum TA and Hacksaw Jim Duggan with a variant up there for pre-order right now. The pre-order is the order, guys. Available for 1 month only, and that's expiring February 29th. So we're halfway there, guys. Let's go.
Guys, let me just peel behind the curtain a little bit. A couple major marks were putting in our head like, hey, why don't you make this USA Hacksaw with the demolition mask? And we
did some deep research for you guys.
Did some research. He doesn't wear a demolition mask. It's like a spray painted like kids Jason Voorhees mask.
It's like a shitty kids hockey mask. And I was explaining this to Shoes, and he was like, "Oh wow!" Like I was like that. We thought about this and did the research. Dude, he comes out in this match with a cape, crown, the shitty mask. Like it would be impossible to make all those things happen. But we were just trying to repurpose that demolition mask, make it a little more fun. But it's too inaccurate, and we felt too carny doing it, so we're not doing it.
What about
if you want to advertise with the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast, you got something you want us to promote it? Wrestling Superstars, Brian Myers, Matt Cardona, Mark Sterling. Email majorpodcast@gmail.com, and maybe we can help you out with that. Whatnot every Monday. Matt gets carny as hell and sells for over an hour on Whatnot. 5:30 Eastern, and then if you want a awesome show full of collectibles, I'm up next at 6:30 p.m. Whatnot.
First of all, I saw some great shit there today. I made the most money that I think I've made since my solo Whatnots tonight. Saw some great stuff. The major marks were requesting that I go up and I take some of Chelsea's underwear, and I did not do it, but I'm thinking that if Chelsea wears some lingerie on Valentine's Day, then I'm going to auction it off on Whatnot this Monday.
There you go, folks. I'm sure you sold like a paper towel roll that you signed or something. Actually,
I did not.
I always have to check in on Broski's to see if he's ready to raid mine. And I turned it on this week. He goes, "Fuck you, pal. You're blocked. You're blocked from being a shit disturber. You're blocked."
You know what this guy tried to do? I was selling the Razor Shawn Michaels 2-pack, and as the bids are going up, this guy wrote, "It's on Amazon right now." I go, "Fuck off, motherfucker." Blocked.
But is it on Amazon even? It's sold out, I thought. It's on Amazon just to buy.
No, I think they put it back up. But like, why? Don't try to take away my sales during my show, pal.
He was trying to. You can't out carny Broski while he's being carny.
I wasn't out carny. I was selling a product that I had in hand. I literally started $1. I didn't know Amazon put it back up. This motherfucker is trying to take away my sales.
I mean, guys. By the way, it is up and it's Prime delivery.
Well,
didn't know that. Anyway, that was a fun little departure from what we were talking about. Major Rewind. Broski's personal assistant, Jay George, every week, every month does the major every 2 weeks does the Major Rewind. I'm sure we say a lot of weird stuff in this show that you don't quite get. Well, now you can figure it out because there's almost 6 years of nonsense that you can follow up on.
300 episodes. And by the way, we're going to have a special 300th episode coming up very soon.
The countdown to 300. Details to follow.
Are we all going to wear our 300 outfits like that movie?
Yeah, we're going to do the workout. Remember we talked about this.
Actually, that we should do some sort of video.
Doing the 300 workout?
Little
I'd
green
probably
screen,
die.
kind of tacky, but make it fun.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like to prep for it. I think we're going to do like a live podcast, guys, in front of everybody. Just like crazy live. Have
We're
guests.
working on making it special, guys.
Yeah,
Let's
it's
just
going to be
leave
a
it at
special
that.
night. 300 episodes.
I know, Mark, I gave you the weekend off, so you don't have to worry about that. But Matt, what do you got going on this week? Said Penta's going to blow you up somewhere?
I'm going to AAA. I'm going to AAA in Tijuana. Guys, I don't know
Your
how
AAA
I'm getting there.
AAA debut?
My flight is to the United States, so I don't know how.
You're going to have to ask Roy to fucking hold your hand and walk you across
Well,
the border.
Roy just
I gotta figure that out.
Roy said he went to Tijuana on foot.
So I don't know if that's what I'm doing with all my bags, my crowd. I don't know what's going on.
Man, that's going to be with your oats and all your all your stuff. That's going to be that's going to be tough.
But then I'm sticking around, and I only have one show this weekend, and then I'm going to Anaheim. Next week, I'm going to be doing this podcast live from the Disneyland Hotel.
Good Lord.
That's cool.
Are we doing that not normal time though, right? We decided, huh?
Monday morning. Actually, no, I'll be in the Anaheim Raw Hotel, and then I'm going to Disneyland that night. So sorry, I won't be in Disneyland. I'll be in the Raw Hotel.
All right.
Michael Hayes to come on down.
No, keep it down next door. No. I got a really fun weekend, Creative Pro filled weekend. Eric Young is coming to town. Me and him are going to do a dual seminar at the school.
Cool.
That's open to anybody that wants to come and pay and do it. You can take part in that Saturday
When's the
afternoon. And then Sunday afternoon is the show in Limbrook. And tickets are probably going to be close to sold out. So if you're interested in that, check out creativeprowrestling.com. Come see the big show
What's
in
EY
Limbrook.
going to do Saturday night?
We're hanging out. We're going to a cigar bar. You want to come?
I can't. I'm going to be in Mexico.
Papa Bear's coming.
Damn, I kind of want to come to that show. Maybe we could do a toy hunt, Brian. Maybe we could come down.
Hey, maybe you could come do the seminar and learn how to wrestle again.
Again, I need it bad. I need it bad.
I want you to just slip in there and EY doesn't know who you are and then he just runs you down to shit. That'll be great.
What did AJ Styles say about you that one time?
This guy shows up with gray chest hair for a job.
It's great life advice. On that note, we're out of time.
Dude, you're stealing everybody's line.
1, 2, 3. I'll be back, Jack.
Join the community at MajorMarks.com and get access to exclusive content, behind-the-scenes footage, and become a member of the Major family.
You get bonus episodes on our careers, wrestling figure history, and exclusive interviews with our friends and legends in the business each month.
You also get early access to YouTube videos and, of course, the weekly podcast ad-free and breaking news updates.
Brand new shows featuring
Oh, baby.
and you. Each month, you can interview someone in the wrestling business with the Captain's Log.
Also, buy, sell, and trade in our exclusive Facebook community where people have become friends in real life.
Certain memberships include merch like monthly trading cards and quarterly mystery gifts.
Become a Major Mark and join MajorMarks.com today.